sis, let me tell you. Hey, it's your sissies. You're listening to Sis Let Me Tell You podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Jess.
And I'm Jazz.
2 hours later.
What a day. What a weekend.
We made it.
Y'all don't know what I've been through. Y'all do not know.
You don't look like what you've been through.
I sure don't. If you could see the back of this hair, you would. It's all a facade.
Show us.
No.
Show us. Spin around. Move that bus.
No, I won't. And now Cookie is scratching on the door violently. No, Cook.
I'm sick of her. Okay.
Y'all, I got sick this past week. Then Pay got sick last night. I got less than 3 hours of sleep last night. Pay woke me up because he threw up. And it was all over his floor.
We don't need the details.
I had to get on my hands and knees. Then went to sleep. He woke me up at 6 because he got sick again. The baby woke up at 7. I was with her for the day. It was Tracy's morning to sleep in. He slept in and is still asleep. And it is 8:32 because he's now sick. I've had enough. And I had to research and
Girl, move this day along to the next.
I am whooped. But here we are. And the baby's in there turning tricks in the bed right now. So
Oh. Uh-oh.
she is.
She's supposed to be asleep.
And if y'all hear her, just ignore her. She's supposed to be asleep, but she ain't. She's in there talking, singing. She's not saying nothing right now, though. Boy, is she jigging.
Jiggy, jiggy, jerking?
I told you the other night when she woke up, just in the middle of the night, Pay! I told you that, right? Okay. She was calling Pay in the middle of the night like he was going to come get her. Girl, he's asleep.
Yeah, everybody's asleep. As you should be.
Go night-night. Now, one good thing that came out of this last week was we took her passy. So she's no longer dependent on her pacifier, little girl. She's 2. Hey. Now we just got to get her on the pot. Get her out these diapers.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
Oh, great. Sorry to be such a,
Opposite.
juxtaposition. What is it? Is that right? I don't know.
I think it's so. That sounds
I
right.
like to use that word, but I don't
Don't
really
be
know
using
when
it
I'm using
correctly.
right. Yeah. Pretty much the opposite of yours. Sorry about that. Sorry for you. We made tamales.
Hot tamale.
And it was just a fire time.
My compadres.
Had a lot of fun. Ate real good.
Of course.
There were drinks. There was weed. There was just
Fun to be
everything
had.
you need. Family. It was just great.
And it's the holidays too. Happy holiday. Happy holiday to you.
Uh-oh. Okay. Love that.
Well, this week was dry as hell. So.
It wasn't much.
No,
we
not
did
really.
what we could.
A lot
We
of
scraped
little
it all together.
tidbits. Lot of little tidbits. Then I was like, oh, this could be a segment where we just go online and look up stuff and react right in real time. Almost like look it up, bookworm. Something like that.
Okay, we'll workshop it.
Workshop it. Ready to get into some gossip?
Yeah.
Oh, before we do, are we saying this? We're starting our Patreon.
Yeah.
There will be we'll make the Patreon page public. We've been talking about doing this Patreon for forever. We finally decided we're going to commit. There will be new episodes on Fridays, but it won't be every Friday. We're going to start small and see what y'all want from us. See how many
What y'all really want from us.
subscribe and stuff like that before we dedicate 4 extra episodes a week or something crazy. So we'll see what you want once we get in there and get to talking. Then we'll see what you guys want from us, and we'll give y'all what y'all want. But yeah, so there will be a Patreon episode up this Friday. So check it out. It'll be SLMTY podcast, and we'll have it linked on everything once it goes live, and we'll announce it like on social media and stuff. So join, and there is a trial, so like you can join it for 7 days or whatever for free.
7 days,
just like a free trial. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just so you can see what's in there and make sure that you want to do it and
commit to it.
We don't want anybody to feel trapped. We do, but we don't. But we do. All right, let's move that bus. Gossip.
Now is the time. Before what?
Oh, could you say that at the end before you leave your app that you're listening or watching us on? That's what she said.
That's true. You're right.
You about to close this episode out. We ain't done nothing.
For our new listeners, because we do have a few, we do have video episodes. So if you are listening to us but you can't see our faces, you can either watch us on YouTube or Spotify. So try those two places.
Yes. And
subscribe. And you'll see your faces and our
subscribe
names
on everything, and join our Facebook group, because we get in there and talk about stuff that we talk about in the episodes.
Ooh,
spill it, sis.
So now you can open up Instagram or Facebook to follow along with pictures and videos pertaining to what we talk about, so you know what's what and who's who.
Start with me, huh?
Yes, you.
It's supposed to be on my phone that I ain't got pulled up immediately. Oh, this was something that just popped up, like breaking news. You heard it here first.
Give it
second. It won't be breaking news when y'all hear it on Tuesday, but Michael B. Jordan reportedly crashed his Ferrari into a parked Kia in Hollywood Saturday night.
That Kia owner hit the jackpot. Go ahead.
According to TMZ, TMZ gonna be on that scene. They have air tags on everybody's car.
Okay.
All famous people's cars, so they know what's going on. Okay, Michael B. Jordan was involved in a bit of a fender bender Saturday night. Michael reportedly crashed his Ferrari into a parked Kia while driving in Hollywood last night. LAPD responded to the scene of the accident and found no signs of Michael B. Jordan being impaired by drugs or alcohol. However, they did not perform a field sobriety test. Thankfully, no injuries were reported. Now, the thing that I thought he said was he wasn't there. So maybe he didn't flee the scene. Maybe they're just saying that there were no signs of him being like intoxicated or whatever.
Correct.
And I mean, if he weren't intoxicated, why would he leave the scene? It's an accident. You just stay there. People flee the scene when they think they're finna get in trouble.
Exactly. But I mean, some famous people, I could also understand that they do, just so that you don't know whose car it is. But I mean, that information can always be found. So stay at the scene, y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
No fleeing
like old girl Shannon Bador.
Who?
I've talked to you about this. She's on Housewives of OC.
Oh, gross. Okay.
She was driving. This was several months ago, but she's driving drunk as fuck. Crashed into someone's house. Backed up. Parked the car on the side of the road. Got out and acted like she was walking her dog when the police showed up. They were like, "Ma'am, stop." Huh? She acted like she didn't know anything about the accident. It was
not having the wherewithal to back out of the house, dust the brick off.
Yeah.
And then get her dog out of the car. Hey, you want to go for a walk, Fluffy? Like
Archie. That's the dog's name.
Okay. Close enough. That is nuts.
Let me show you the Ferrari, though. I'd say this is more than a fender bender. Just saying.
Well, I think
to the Ferrari.
Anyway. God, dog.
Mm-hmm. The Kia didn't have that much damage. The back.
Built Kia tough, I guess.
That happened. You must have hit it and then kind of turned so both your cars rubbed, maybe. Can you tell? Can you see the back? That's the back tire.
Yeah.
And there's some metal there peeled off. Oops.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Wow.
I thought that was worth mentioning.
Glad that nobody got hurt.
Yeah, me too. Oh, they're posting pictures of him with the actual vehicle, like in previous. So it's like, no, this is car. This him. They got him in the. Girl, speaking of him, what? You watched Sunset, right? Selling
yes,
Sunset?
but I have not started the second season. Or whatever season it is. I haven't started.
Can I say something about Brie?
No.
It don't have nothing to do with the season.
Okay,
it don't have nothing to do with the season. It was something on the reunion. They did a lie detector test.
Okay.
And it doesn't have anything, but it has to do with Michael B. Jordan. I'm going to say it. She had slept with Michael B. Jordan in the past. And they were doing lie detector tests on all of the women. And he asked, is Michael B. Jordan good in bed? She said no. The lie detector, that there were no lies told. She said no. Dick was trash. Are we surprised though?
You do this all the time. You want me to badmouth him, and I'm not gonna do it. I don't have anything bad to say about Michael B. Jordan. I don't know anything about him, and I definitely wouldn't just assume that his dick is trash.
I wouldn't say. I'm not surprised. I could see if she's looking for like a freak, he ain't finna be it.
You never know. You don't know what a freak looks like.
I could imagine what the mannerisms of a freak would be, and he does not possess. He seems like the kind of guy that would want to hold your hand at night after coitus. After coitus, you just,
Okay, moving on. Speaking of somebody smashing Brie of all people, Nick Cannon.
Good segue. You're good at those.
I actually was going to say something else, and this fell into my lap, literally.
I placed it there, not unbeknownst to me.
With a bow.
Yes, you're welcome.
It was still going to be along the same lines, the joke that I had lined up.
Well, what was it?
But it was going to be something like somebody who should have fled the scene of that pussy, Nick Cannon.
You was going to let that go to waste?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was, because this was too perfect. I mean,
Nick Cannon. That pussy. Wow. Nick Cannon.
He should have fled the scene a few times. Okay. He had...
That was funny.
He was a guest on The Breakfast Club. And, girl, he started talking about how he used to be on Disneyland's payroll for like 10 years or whatever. And so every time he would go, everything was comped. I work for y'all. You look confused.
Doing what?
He was not the
I'm at work and I've got you on a call and I'm looking up something, but I don't want to leave an awkward silence.
Girl, what? Girl, I am so out of it. Okay. He was the host of Disneyland's Christmas Morning Parade from 2009 to 2019.
Wow. Host of the parade. So he was on their payroll the whole year because of that. Okay.
10 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, well, now he's not. So every time he goes, he has to actually pay, and it hurts. Well,
regular people be going to Disneyland. Disney World.
No,
Stop.
not that. You're speaking too soon, Miss Girl. Everything he does is dynamite. So he says that he goes about once a month.
For what?
And I mean, he's going and he's doing the works.
He has to take one kid each month.
And honestly,
and he got to double up on some months because he got more than 12 kids.
No, he has 12. It is 12.
No, I thought it was 13.
It's 12.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, so he, stays in the hotel. They're not just going to the park and, then heading home. Like they're staying. And so he said that he probably spends about $200,000 a year at Disneyland. Girl, not even Disney World. This is the baby one. Are you going up to each employee? Here you go. Thank you. Like, what?
I don't.
Y'all not sick of going?
Yeah, I'm not an amusement park gal, so maybe that's why I don't get it. That's never going to be my jam.
It's
never.
The same park.
It's big, and they probably have different things maybe every month. Who knows? But you won't catch me there. Bitch, I ain't got the funds every month, but it's still nothing I'm really that interested in. I'd like to take the kids, but it'd be like a once every 5 years, once in a lifetime type things. Because who's getting on rides? None of us.
Right. But I mean, I'm hoping if he's dropping this kind of money that they're actually riding rides. That would be ridiculous if they're sitting at the food court. Not sitting at the food court. But yeah, so that was the tidbit about that.
You lying.
Your thoughts? Anything?
I wouldn't have let that go. I wouldn't have let that job go. I'm going to continue hosting. What else can I do here at Disney?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm sure he wanted them to reconsider, and they probably said no.
You don't.
And then the Masked Singer said, "We'll take you."
Well, the Masked Singer
said, "Okay, thank you."
Park.
No, they don't.
To 2019, I see. Yeah. So it's been a while since he's had it. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, this was funny. T.I.'s son, King Harris. You remember which one that is?
Yeah, the one with the teeth.
The light bright one. Yes, with the teeth. Chompers. Yeah, him.
Yes. Oof.
He's got the biggest features. His eyes are big, his nose is big, his lips are big, his teeth are big, but his face is so little.
He's hard to look at. Now, I'm hoping he grows into it, though. Like, he's still a young guy. So, maybe.
Your whole head? The whole head ain't growing. It's staying. And typically, when you get older, them features will get bigger, too. That nose going to get bigger. I don't know how old he is. He's not like a baby, so puberty's over.
Well, okay, what about him?
Him and his father were at a Atlanta Falcons football game versus the New Orleans Saints, if anybody cares. Okay. Falcons, booyah. Okay, that's for Trace. Okay.
Dirty birds.
Dirty birds. Okay, so they broke out into an argument at this game.
Who did?
See T.I. and his son, King. And the argument was based on whether King grew up with a silver spoon in his mouth.
Why are y'all talking about this at the game? We can't do this on the ride home.
I also didn't know they had like a podcast together. So that'll make showing up to the office very awkward. They'll probably talk about it. Who knows?
I'm sure.
But girl, it came to blows. Let me get into the details of this for you.
Between him and the son?
More so, it was like a physical altercation. I don't think they were necessarily punching each other, but I mean,
not the
restraint. He had him on the ground, pinned him down on the ground. T.I., of course, pinned King down. Well, okay, let me tell you what it says. Okay. So during the clip, T.I. asks King, he questioned why King thought that he was living a hard life. And it was quoted saying, "King, you ever woke up with a roach on your face? All right, then. You don't know what you talking about." Not your face.
A roach on your face?
I mean,
most people have not woken up.
If most poor people, maybe. Girl, you know, I just found out what a roach really looked like a couple years ago.
Well, there's different types, so.
The roach.
The real tiny ones, you mean?
Yeah. Scurry roach.
The ones that are really bad, because that if you see one, it's an infestation. Bye, see you, burn the house down. Go ahead.
Burn the house down. Me and Tracy just talked about that, and I know I talked about that on the pod with embarrassing moments. We paid to stay somewhere with the roaches. Yeah. All right. So King said that. Oh, he's 19. Okay, well, there's your answer.
I was gonna say 20, but I wasn't sure, so
I thought he was 20 something, but 19 makes more sense now.
It fits.
Yeah, it definitely fits. So King was like, huh? So it says King rebutted and accused T.I. of fabricating his image. King said to make him look better, he say shit that he know not true. Silver spoon, I ain't never ate with that a day in my life.
Oh, so he doesn't even know what the phrase means.
I think he does, and he's saying like, I ain't ate with no silver spoon, girl.
That means he doesn't understand what this saying means.
I think he does, but I think he's trying to like, girl, I don't fucking know.
Trying to what?
I think he's trying to say like, I was not raised on a silver spoon. That's not how I grew up. With a silver spoon in my mouth.
Which would be a lie.
Well, that's what he was trying to defend. He said that, well, Tiny jumped in. She said, it says Tiny eventually intervened and asserted King's silver spoon upbringing, which he contested. The Atlanta native cited the time he spent at his grandmother's house and childhood altercations. He said, I don't want to be in these gates. I want to be outside in the neighborhood. And I have heard that he lived with his grandma. I don't know for how long, but I guess the show kind of portrayed that he was living with T.I., but he was really still with his grandma, which I can't imagine his grandma was living too hard either. If that's T.I.'s relative, I'm sure he put her up somewhere.
Well, and his son is staying there. But also I was thinking if she got gates, she's doing all right. Like gates to keep people out.
No, he said, I don't want to be in these gates, meaning their house. I want to be outside in the neighborhood.
Okay.
The discussion later turned to King's alleged childish behavior, with Tiny revealing he sucked a pacifier until he was 12 years old. She said that's why he was staying at his grandma's house, because he would not give up the pacifier. Now that explains them big ass teeth sticking out. After a couple of minutes, the shouting match reportedly got physical. T.I. put his son in a headlock and shared, you're embarrassing yourself and your family. Boy, you can't do nothing with me. Ain't shit you can do with me. This is all in public. And
why did they even start this conversation?
I don't know.
The game.
They're arguing. It is loud. And it is a ghetto. And people are looking, of course, and they're recording. And it's wound up on the internet for us to talk about.
I'm uncomfortable.
And there you have it. That's how slow this week was. This is what we talking about.
All right. It wasn't much.
Oh, man.
It was.
Well, there you have it. There.
We can only do what we can do.
Yeah,
that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed.
Yeah, right. We've got some drive-bys that I think will be
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do it. Macaulay Culkin.
I saw this.
Okay. It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. It's
right in time
sweet to hear about him during the Christmas
holiday. It sure is. Well, he finally received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, which is like, damn.
Why has it been so long?
Why has it been so long? I mean, he was an absolute baby when, he was popping. Why now? Okay. They've clearly got a huge backlog because everyone that we hear about, it seems late. Anywho, well,
what is that? Y'all don't know. Because of COVID?
Because they're putting each speckle in the star by hand. That's what's the problem.
Shut up.
It's like, what?
Shut up.
Okay. So he had a small ceremony, celebrating the fact that he was getting his star revealed, and his girl, he's a father of 2 boys. He's married. When did all this happen?
I saw one of the little boys, and he looks like him when he was younger.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's cute.
He was cute.
I like keep it going. Yeah, maybe he'll act. So cute. Well, he said some really sweet things about, all the people that he works with and his wife, Brenda. He was saying, you are absolutely everything. You're my champion. And then it said that she was visibly emotional. They didn't show her on the video, so I didn't see that half of crying. But he said, you're the only person happier for me today than I am. You're not only the best woman I've ever known, you're the best person I've ever known. You've given me just all my purpose. You've given me family, which is
Whoa, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And then he, was saying a whole bunch of other things, but then he wrapped up with, and was it Happy Holidays? Girl, don't make me fuck the line up. But he said,
you filthy animals.
Yeah, he ended it with filthy animals. And I was like,
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Filthy animals. Is that what he said though at the end? Merry Christmas?
Uh-huh.
He did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in this video.
Oh, in this video. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant.
But he did end it with filthy animals. And so
that's cute.
That was pretty funny. I was like,
I still have such a connection to Macaulay Culkin because of.
Absolutely. And he's had other roles. That's the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they've been super huge. The one I do recall was from American Horror Story. He was in one of those seasons.
We started American Horror Story. Did I tell you that?
No.
I'm scared.
But people were talking most shocked about his voice, his adult voice. It sounded kind of childlike to me. Maybe the way that he talks, he's kind of, I just didn't expect it maybe. And I think most people were like, I ain't heard this man talk since he was 10.
Oh, no, I've heard him talk. Is it a higher pitched voice? What am I remembering?
It's kind of higher, yeah. But it's mainly just maybe the mannerisms coupled with the voice. It, to me, seemed childlike, but endearing.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, no, I also think of him, girl, and that brother, just very fondly.
Mm-hmm. What brother?
Because of
from Home Alone?
His brother. Uh-huh. They look just alike, sis. His brother in the movie, I think, played his cousin or something like that.
Oh.
But yeah. And then he had a whole bunch of siblings in the movie, girl. But he do have a lot of siblings in real life, too.
Oh, girl was at the Star thing. The mom. What's her name?
Yes. Girl,
I saw that. I thought that was cute. The mom, Macaulay.
Kevin! Yeah.
Kevin! Yeah, she was there. I thought that was cute. What kind of name is Macaulay?
I knew you were going to revisit this because you can't help it.
I'm looking at the way it's spelled. This is such a strange name. It goes well with the last name. He has to be famous with this name, Macaulay Culkin. That's the only way it flows. If it's just a regular kid, Macaulay.
I'm assuming that it was like a relative's name.
It's
he
terrible.
was named after someone.
It's something you'll never forget, which works for stardom. But a regular kid, don't y'all go out there naming your kids Macaulay. Don't do that.
Well, nobody did.
Macaulay
the timing
Smith
would have already happened.
Yeah.
It would have already happened.
Yeah, you're right.
It's done.
Speaking of Home Alone, one of my coworkers bought tickets to see Home Alone at a theater in St. Louis, but it's by symphony. So you watch the movie, but then a live symphony plays with the movie, which just sounds like a dream to me.
It sounds
and it's
incredible.
In this beautiful theater in downtown St. Louis. And she bought tickets for her daughter, and her husband, but her daughter and husband can't go. And they invited me. She invited me and paid to go instead. And I was like, bitch, absolutely yes. Girl went to look up these tickets. They are not cheap. Then I got to feeling down on myself.
Right.
Like, I would love to do this stuff with my kids, but do I have hundreds of dollars to spend on them to go see a movie? Because that's truly what it is. Like, it's an experience, yes, but you're seeing a movie that you've already seen a million times. We could literally watch it on Netflix for free right now and then play some live symphony from, Spotify.
But I mean, you are going to get to experience it. You're going.
I am, but it made me feel down on myself that I haven't provided that for my kids thus far. Like, these are the types of things that I want to go do.
How old are you and how old is the lady that's inviting you?
She's much older. And she makes
exactly much more established.
She is. She's much
probably makes a shitload more than you do.
She does. Correct.
So what, down on yourself for what?
I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. I just got in my head like, I want to go do stuff like that often.
Well, I mean, just keep that for yourself as a goal. That's a good motivating factor. Like, you know, this is something that I want to be able to do for my kids.
Yeah.
You know, and for the baby, I mean, even if you just were rolling in dough, she's probably too young for this experience right now. So it's not like you'd be taking the whole family. But I mean, once she gets a little older, maybe you will be in a better spot to take everybody to go do something like that.
Yeah. And I need to take advantage of more like cheaper events. We don't do nothing, not even the free stuff. So I made sure to look up when our parade is in town, go do that. Like the holidays, I'm so excited about this holiday season this year just because the baby's getting so much older and she's understanding. It's so exciting to me. Yeah. So I want to experience as much as I can with her at this age. And Pay's excited about it. Of course, Tracy's excited about it. So yeah. So I was like, we need to look and find, like we could go ice skating.
Yeah.
In St. Louis.
And that would be much more of an affordable experience.
And it would be fun for everybody. But nobody leaves the house. Nobody wants to leave the house. Everybody's cool just sitting up. So I sit up and chill. But maybe
you need to be
like
planning something. Okay.
That'd be fun.
Maybe you need to be planning something once a month that is something for the whole family to be involved in and experience together. And it's something outside the house.
That's realistic. I put Vaseline in my nose earlier and it's like glistening and it looks like it's not. It's just
I can't see it, but
okay. I had to wipe it because I feel like it's creeping down on me. My nose ain't back since Santa Fe. It's crusty dryness up there in both nostrils. Oh, it's terrible.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, get back on task, Jazz. Addition.
Right, because where even are we and how do we spiral? Macaulay, go.
Okay, this is interesting. Lil Nas X, y'all know he loves to troll us. It's no big deal. He is moving into his, I know you hate this, but Christian era. That's what he called it.
Yeah, I saw
Oh, you saw this? Okay, no problem. Did you hear the song that he made?
Yes.
Uh-oh. What were your thoughts? Sounded good.
Well, tell him what it's about first.
Okay, so Lil Nas X came out with a song and it was like a video to a song that he put out, but it's about God and it's talking about hopelessness and he's feeling hopeless and he's hoping to gain hope when he feels less. And I thought that wording was beautiful to me personally. So that's kind of what, and it's like a snippet of the song. What I saw, it wasn't the whole song, but it was like a snippet of the song. And he's like in the street and he's like free flowing and he's singing and it doesn't seem like a joke. It seems like he's taking it seriously, but he's being himself. He's out there with this lace front child flying and a skirt, a long skirt, singing to the Lord. And I thought it sounded good. He sounded great. Mm-hmm. I don't really care who sings what. If he feels led to sing, something more spiritual at this moment in time, why wouldn't we receive that?
Because people hate stuff like this. If Christianity doesn't look
a certain way,
the way that they want it to, they do not want it.
Okay.
And that's what I can't stand.
Okay.
It's like everybody on a daily basis is doing something that we're not supposed to be doing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when we feel like making our way back, we do that.
Yeah.
So why are we judging someone else for
fair
doing the same thing.
Fair. Tyrese had a lot to say about this, which is funny because you're supposed to be battling somebody over this Airbnb property.
Correct.
He's supposed to be tearing down boards, walls, faux walls.
How did he even find the time to get to typing?
Well, and typing he did. He said, y'all gonna learn to stop playing with God. God is not to be played with. From shoes with devil signs and devil's blood in the shoe soles. He said soul. I think he meant shoe sole. We can all change. I get it. But I feel a way about people making a mockery about Jesus. Do you life your life? Do what makes you happy. But y'all better stop playing with Jesus out here. So then Lil Nas X responded. He said, this really crazy because all I did was post a song about asking God for hope when you feel hopeless. And y'all acting like I posted a video of me burning a church down and peeing on a nativity scene.
Correct. That's exactly how they acting.
I mean,
if you're not a fan, just don't listen.
Keep it moving. Now, but who's to say that
this is his truth?
Yes.
If this is what is true to him, let him put it out there.
And who's to say that somebody that listens to his music or is a huge fan that actually does worship the devil heard this, saw this, and was like, oh, okay, maybe I should give this a chance. You just never know. So it's almost just like, shut up.
Right.
Now, if he's talking crazy in the song and then has God in it or something, I could see people being offended by that. But the song was beautiful. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and this has happened with multiple artists. You know, like Kanye girl got a whole album about Jesus. And then now what he's rapping about is fucking a Jewish bitch. I mean, it's like...
So you heard that song?
Yeah. I like it. Low key, I do too.
Love it. It ain't low key, it's high key. Love it.
The highest of keys. You know, I'm always gonna fuck with Kanye. Sorry. His music. His music.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, it's like if you just don't like Nas, just say that. You know, because
you're not gonna like nothing he does.
Correct. It doesn't matter what he does. You're going to be disappointed in some way, or you're going to find a way to spin it to be offensive. And
truly, I think it has less to do with his devil worshiping and more to do with him being gay.
Correct. That too.
Yeah.
Because
so say that. If you're homophobic,
and he's aware of that too. He's not stupid. He knows that that's why so many people are like, you don't get to. Yeah. Praise God after what you've done. It's like, okay, well,
right.
He is. So everybody just shut up.
Hush. It was pretty. Now, if you were to have heard the song but didn't know who was singing it, you'd like it. That's the funny part. Like if somebody's saying that they didn't like it, it's because you know who's singing it. But if you heard it without knowing who was singing it, you'd like it. You'd be a fan.
You probably, would have a different tone. Yeah.
Oh, this hair's turning out.
Girl.
Great.
You keep messing with it and now it's growing sideways. I don't know why you did that. Speaking of somebody who's about to go meet their maker. Go meet Sky Daddy. Ari Lennox.
Oh, I saw this.
Okay. I figured you did. She opened for Rod Wave on his, I'm assuming that's a guy. I don't know who that is.
It is.
Nostalgia tour. Huh?
It is. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy.
Well, I read it and then I was just like, is it? I shouldn't have said his. There is what I should have said.
It's a guy.
Okay. She opened up on their tour and she was performing.
By the way.
Is it? Okay. I don't know who this is, so I truly could not tell you. But she was performing in this all red, skin tight, like bodysuit number, and her hair was flowing. And someone from the crowd threw a water bottle at her while her back was turned, while she was singing, and she sounded incredible. The water bottle whizzed by and grazed her arm. She turned around so fast, mid-note, turned around so fast and was like, who the fuck did it? She went off. Who was it?
Throw it again, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Bitch, who was it? Yeah. I mean, she was like cursing them out. And she was like, I'm a real ass bitch. I will fuck you up.
Mm-hmm. Try
Who was it? Point them out. Find them.
Try it again.
I mean, she was cursing them out in the mic and they turned the mic off. But she kept talking. I don't think she knew that nobody could hear her anymore.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But she kept talking. Off. Yeah.
They said we don't want her to be liable for what she's saying right now.
Correct. But she was livid. And then the bodyguard came out and kind of like, was like guiding her like, hey, let's come on back. Let's reset. So she did leave the stage to, calm down, I guess. And there was no word if the person was escorted out of the show or not.
Somebody knows who threw it.
Right. So I was just like, why are people still doing this?
And then I saw she came back on stage with a helmet on.
You lying.
I'm not lying. It was like a baseball or helmet or football helmet, something like that, girl. That was funny. I love when people have sense of humor.
Yeah, basically. Because it's like, okay, if you're going to play silly, well, it's what you get. It's what you get.
I was trying to think of a song that you would know of Rod Waves, and then I looked him up, and I was like, shit, none of these. Do you remember Tussle?
I know I won't.
You're not going to know that.
No. The answer is no. And no need in trying.
So when I saw her do an interview about being on stage, on tour with him, opening for him, she was saying that the crowd doesn't relate to her music. They're there to see Rod Wave, who has kind of like a flowy, maybe even downer type music. And she's like, I'm happy. And they're like, bitch, we didn't come here to smile. We came here to be depressed. Like, that was kind of her vibe. So she was like, yeah, I don't think his fans, can relate to my music.
Responding well to her.
And she's older than him. And so she said his fans are young, which I'm sure they are. So they probably like, this is not the mood. So whoever did that pairing did not think that through. That was terrible choice. On that part.
I mean, speaking for me and me only, I definitely don't know who the fuck he is. And I'm a big fan of hers. It was the point I was trying to make. But I just feel like even if it's not, because I've been to shows where I feel like I typically never know who the opener is. Never. But I'm not going to be like, whoa, get off the stage. I mean, they're not even going to be up there a long time. No, who cares? Like, go to the concession stand if you don't like it.
Right.
Like,
but she's
in
actually
due time,
well known.
The person you came for is coming out.
Right.
Like,
but she's actually well known. So it's like,
she is.
You're getting like a 2-for-1 deal here.
But if they don't know who she is, it doesn't matter that she's well known.
I'm sure they know who she is. Teyana Taylor, not Teyana Taylor. That's who I'm talking about next, Lord Jesus.
Ari Lennox.
Thank you. Ari Lennox is, I would say, fairly well known. I would think
she is.
People would know who she is. And if not, they may look her up beforehand and be like, oh, I know Shea Butter Baby. Something. So. Anywho, well, no transition needed. You know who I'm about to talk about. Teyana Taylor.
Oh!
Teyana Taylor. Rawr. She looks like a cat. She went to the Gotham Awards.
Oh.
And there are rumors based on what she was wearing that she's pregnant.
Oh, no, not another baby.
Now, the picture I saw, I was like, bitch, I'm trying to zoom in. Where? What stomach? Where?
Yeah, well, but her stomach she's so ripped that maybe ripped. People are seeing
she's
something.
She's tiny. I did see, however, where people were at different angles, and you could see where it looked like there was a little bump, but then in other angles, there wasn't.
Maybe she was taking a deep breath. Damn.
Right. Let me breathe. She said, now what she had on was a black form-fitting dress, and it was kind of long. So I feel like if she were pregnant, she wouldn't have worn something form-fitting.
True. Because you would never know.
You would never know with anything just a slightly bit looser than what she had on. You would never know. She said Auntie ain't prego. She wrote this on Instagram. Auntie ain't, girl, the way she spelled auntie, it makes me cringe.
How does she spell it?
Auntey.
Huh? I've never heard anybody spell it like that.
Auntey.
Now, why is the E needed? Just a Y if you're going to do that.
Or IE.
Right.
Girl, aunt. I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Auntie ain't prego, y'all. I just had to pee. Y'all know that pee pouch ain't nothing to play with. My kangaroo pouch ass. That bitch must be pregnant.
I know, because I was going to say, that sounds like a big old lie.
That's
pee
a terrible
pouch.
excuse. Horrible.
And she already stuck her neck out for something else, and it was a lie.
It was a big old
now,
face.
So now we don't believe
y'all,
you.
not too much on my bestie. It had nothing to do with infidelity. He was cheating on me like crazy. He was cheating on me.
Why is it a handwritten note? Stop.
That's not funny, but it is.
That was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought about that too. Like, bitch, we just caught your ass lying to us like 2 seconds ago. We don't believe you.
We don't believe you, sis.
But again, why would she wear that dress if she were pregnant?
That does suck though, because
wouldn't that be a terrible situation? Terrible.
But their kids are so beautiful. Their kids are gorgeous.
Their kids are gorgeous, but do they need another one in the midst of what they're going through? No, they don't.
No.
So.
But I mean, it's not like they won't be able to care for them. It's not like a dire situation.
Yeah, but you don't need anything else murking up. More responsibility, more ties. Girl, soul ties is crazy. You know what else that just made me think of? And I had thought about it when you were talking about Ari Lennox performing. And then I forgot it until right now.
What?
Because we were talking about Teyana Taylor's body. This is the way my mind works. I saw, this was the other day, not today, people going nuts over Erykah Badu's performance. Did you see this? One of her recent performances. She was performing somewhere, girl, on stage, looking fine. As always, she had the long braids in her hair, and she had the bangs with beads, thick beads on them, just in the front. It was cute. She looked cute, and she had on like a blazer or something. Performing a jacket or a blazer, bitch took that shit off, and that ass came out.
She is so thick.
Yeah, she looked stunning.
Like, what was she wearing underneath the jacket?
Mesmerized, bitch, like a onesie, a bodysuit type of bustier bodysuit. She looked good. The whole ass was out, just about.
Her daughter fine too.
Yeah, her daughter is fine. And I was thinking that while watching the video, like, I wonder if her daughter sees this stuff and she's like, that's my mama.
Yeah, she does. Absolutely. Nothing but support.
Nothing but. Like, is that embarrassing at all? Probably not. That's your mom.
She's too grown to be embarrassed.
Yes, true.
I would be rooting for her in the front row.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, this is an update.
Give it to me.
You should know who it's about.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
It's Bad Boy. Diddy. Well, in the midst of his turmoil, basically, his legal battles,
yeah, it's gonna turn it around.
He's made the decision to step aside from his chairman role of Revolt. Temporarily, he says. So,
okay.
That's what I was thinking. Revolt is currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary.
Okay.
And it has the leadership of the CEO, who is Detavio Samuels, and the chief brand officer, Dion Graham. And so this was a statement from Revolt.
Okay, let's hear it.
It says, Sean Combs has stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. While Mr. Combs has previously had no operational or day-to-day role in the business, this decision helps to ensure that Revolt remains steadfastly focused on our mission to create meaningful content for the culture and amplify the voices of all Black people and throughout the country, all the Black people throughout this country and the African diaspora. Then it says, let me flip the page. Our focus has always been one that reflects our commitment to the collective journey of Revolt. One that is not driven by any individual, but by the shared efforts and values of our entire team, behalf of advancing, elevating, and championing our culture, and that continues.
I do not believe he voluntarily stepped down. I think they put him out. And they allowed him to say he stepped down to give him some moral.
That's exactly what I thought. And I also don't think it's temporary. I think this is permanent.
Because
they already said he's not even involved in the day-to-day. What you here for, just as a vote? Huh? You can still have maybe some ownership, but you got to get your ass out of here. You cannot represent us.
No.
Okay?
Because it's looking bad for you, Playboy.
Looking real bad. Yeah. Well, you know who had something to say about this.
I can imagine.
50 Cent. He's been relentless.
Oh boy.
He posted. It starts with the big eyes. And it says, I'll buy that from you, Playboy, for the low, because you know Cadillac and AT&T gonna pull out. I'll give you a few dollars for it now. Sell it to me, then we can be friends. Shocked face. I'm serious. Call my phone.
I mean, he ain't lying though.
He's not
just gonna say it to his face.
Everybody else is about to pull the fuck out. You're correct.
Speaking of somebody that pulled out, Capital Preparatory Charter Schools, they announced that they ended their partnership with Diddy.
Oh, I'm not surprised. It's a school? Absolutely. Bye. You were quickly leaving.
Their statement, it is a Harlem charter school that he partnered with. Now, what role did he play? I'm not sure. I could find out if y'all really wanted to know, but I'm not sure what role he played. Okay. He may have just paid money to support and then called himself
maybe his
partner.
Name was on something.
It says, following a comprehensive evaluation, a decision has been made to end the partnership between Capital Preparatory Schools and Sean Combs. While this decision was not made lightly, we firmly believe in the best interest of our organization's health and future. They said, bye-bye, nigga. You got to go. Bye.
Not surprised.
No, me neither. I'm not surprised either. At all.
Especially the degree of, you know, what he's being accused of in these lawsuits. Absolutely not. You're out of here. See you.
Okay, you remember last week when I said something about the third alleged assault against Diddy, and I was like, wait, has it been 3? Has it been 3? What was the second one? And we weren't sure. We never talked about the second one.
Okay, let's do it.
I was like, let me just bring it to the table because I didn't remember seeing this one. This one came right after Cassie's, just a couple days after, and I think Cassie's took the spotlight.
It did, yeah.
So this one came right after, and then the third one that we talked about last week came right after this
was
one.
the John Doe. Jane Doe.
Jane Doe. So less than a week after settling a lawsuit with Cassie, which accused him of rape, Diddy is facing more sexual assault allegations. In a complaint filed on Thursday, this was in November, late November, in New York Supreme Court and obtained by Variety, Joy Dickerson Neal, that's the victim's name. She alleges that Diddy, in quotes, drugged, sexually assaulted, and abused, in quotes, her, and that she was the victim of revenge porn created and distributed by the rapper. The suit, which also names Combs' companies, Bad Boy Entertainment and Combs Enterprises as defendants, was filed under the Adult Survivors Act, which we've talked about. And I think this was that video that I posted in our sis stories where that lawyer was talking about suing him and doing it in his company's name as an employee because then it holds them all accountable and they have to drop them, blah, blah, blah. I think this was the case they were talking about.
I think so too.
Okay. And that's why that didn't make sense to me, because I was like, did she do his companies or was it just him? Anywho, it says, according to the complaint, Dickerson, Neal, and Diddy met while she was a student at Syracuse University in 91, and she agreed to attend a dinner with him. Syracuse. What did I say?
Syracuse?
As I said it, I was like, that's not right. And I paused, waiting for you to correct me. You didn't. I kept it riding.
Well, I didn't know what you were trying to say.
Syracuse.
And then I was like, it's New York. It's got to be Syracuse.
Syracuse. You are correct. No, I'm not embarrassed. Syracuse.
We're city girls now, are we?
I'm always make myself look stupid. Always.
No, it's okay.
No, it's fine. Okay, she was a student at Syracuse University in 91, and she agreed to attend a dinner with him after appearing in one of his music videos. The suit then alleges that Combs intentionally drugged her during the dinner, sexually assaulted her, recorded it on video, and shared the tape with others. She is suing Diddy for substantial and lifetime injuries that she says resulted in the alleged assault, including severe depression and suicide ideation. She's demanding a trial by jury in compensation for alleged mental and emotional injury, distress, pain, and suffering, and injury to her reputation.
I don't blame her.
So that's the second one that we missed. Sorry, y'all. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Y'all didn't miss that one, but
not the revenge porn.
Yeah, because he taped everything, so he probably used it against her, sent it around.
Him and R. Kelly was trading
notebooks,
strategies. Yeah, notebooks back and forth. Yeah.
The only thing, Diddy wasn't searching for younger girls, but they had the same strategy. They were both
basically
after two different. That's why they got along.
I mean,
they weren't the same women.
They're definitely younger, but not like illegally younger.
Predatory. Yeah. That we know of. Nobody's come out yet. Doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
Does not mean it hasn't happened. I hope not. Yeah. Well.
All right, you ready to switch it up?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Switch up.
Bitch, I'm too old for that. Okay. This week, we're doing I'm too old for that.
We too motherfucking old for this.
There's a lot of things I'm too old for.
It is.
What's one of them?
Because we're grannies now.
Yeah, we are. She don't know who our wave is. So
I sure don't. And don't give a fuck either.
You want me to go first?
You want to go first?
Sure.
You old bitch.
One thing I'm too old for?
What?
Learning zodiac signs. I'm not doing it.
It's too late.
I didn't hop on the train when it was cool. I'm too old for it now. What zodiac sign are you?
That's a good one.
I don't know. What's your son's zodiac sign? I have no idea. His birthday is in August. You tell me. Mm-hmm. Well, your moon rising.
That's where they got me. That's where they got me. The rising of the sun,
no
the
shade
setting
to the zodiac girlies. I'm just not it. It's not me.
I don't even understand it. If you were to explain it to me point by point, I would still be sitting there lost.
And I'm not going to remember. I do know certain qualities of a Libra because we're Libras and we've been told that, oh, that's like a Libra. And then I've looked it up like, well, what is a Libra? That's all I know. And then I've heard that Leos and Libras go well together. Tracy's a Leo. Great.
He is?
Yes.
Isn't Beyonce also a Leo?
I don't know.
Oh, no, she's a Virgo. Oops, they will stone me.
Uh-oh. Did you just look that up? Signs of Cancer. I don't even remember it all. I have to sing her song in order to know what order they go in.
Oh, I wouldn't even be able to do that.
Sing her song.
Wait,
not Sperry.
Asparagus.
Pisces, Gemini, Cancer. Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Leo, Sagittarius, I love. Oh, yeah. Maybe they don't go in order.
Girl, I don't know. I could not tell you. I think James is a Capricorn, but I'm not certain. I'm sure I'll hear about it. Because he's probably told me multiple times and I don't ever remember.
That was such a good song.
It was a good song.
That's how old. That's when we should have hopped on the train back then. Yeah.
What? Oh, on zodiac signs. Well, they weren't as important back then either.
But that's when they started taking off, and that's when we should have jumped on board.
Was that her or was that Destiny's Child?
No, that was her.
Okay.
Oh. That's when she really started coming out.
Yeah, she did. What are you looking up?
The order. Capricorn, Aries. No. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Oh, it does go in order. Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius. I love. Oh, yeah. That's all of them. And that's order.
What was the third one?
Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. So you're right about James being in March.
Okay, so
you said Pisces for him.
No, I didn't. I said Capricorn.
I think,
but it crosses over. I thought.
No, bitch. Capricorn is January.
To January, what to what?
Not to March. I can tell you that right now. It's only 1 month.
You're right.
He is
but he
March
could be
10th.
a Capricorn. No, he wouldn't be a Capricorn.
Shut up. You were wrong. He's a Pisces.
Pisces?
Yeah.
Is that right, James? Confirm.
How's he gonna confirm, sis?
He'll let me know in person. Okay. Something I am too old for.
What?
Worrying about having to boo-boo in public.
In other words, you'll go in public?
Yeah. If I have to go, I'm going to go.
I'm not too old for that.
Now, am I going to be disrespectful about it? No. Yeah. If I have to go in public, I'm going to go, but I'm going to still be pretty discreet. Someone's not going to come in and be like, damn, like it's never going to be an offensive experience for someone else.
How can you control that?
I'm going to be respectful. Because I'm not going to be loud. It's not going to be kicking up the
How
high
can you
heavens.
control that?
Because they just don't. They don't smell bad like that.
To you, everybody slightly likes the smell of their own boo-boos.
That is not true. That is not true. Not true.
Mine be smelling like perfectly seasoned pork chops.
Stop it. What is wrong with you? What would make you say this?
It's true.
Say it again.
My boo-boos typically, if it's like a twangy one, they smell
twangy?
like they smell like perfectly seasoned pork chops. Perfectly seasoned. They're like perfection.
Okay.
And you know it's gonna be moist as soon as it comes out the oven. That's that boo-boo. But my boo-boos don't typically stink to me. I'd be like, your boo-boos don't be offending you unless it's bad. But typically,
no.
You're probably like, I can smell. I can sit in this all day.
I am real with myself. I'm a realist.
Okay.
I know when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need several sprays. I know. I'm very aware.
Do you carry around potpourri with you?
No. We have spray in the bathroom.
So you ain't prepared. Oh, this at work. But if you're in public. Yeah.
Well, that's going to be just a dash anyways. And it's not going to be bad, but you got to do what you got to do.
It is very few and far between when I boo-booed in public. But it's typically like I can't hold it. I can't wait. So I've had experiences where I've had to do that, but I will flush with each plop.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Oh yeah, I will. Because I don't want to smell it. I don't want it to smell, and I don't want y'all to be able to hear it. But then when I think about it's splashing up into my open vag and booty hole.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But also, if you just relax, it'll be so silent when it hits the water because you're not like,
you know what the saving grace is when they got them paper, the liners,
yeah,
because it just gently hits the paper.
Oh,
and
it just
delicately lays it down
like
like a baby. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And typically that's what's in the bathroom if I'm in public, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So I used to have an extreme fear of public boo-booing. I mean, it was very extreme.
Okay.
Now I'm just like, look, if I got to go, I'm going to go. You hear me?
I don't have a fear. It's a disgust. Like, oh, I can hold it. I don't never have to go that bad to where I got to go and pull my pants down in public. Now, I'll pee at work and stuff like that. And our work bathroom is trash because students be using it. But, you know, I'll line that thing up. People be plopping they natural born asses just on the toilet, no issues. And when I tell you these toilet seats look disgusting, like somebody's carved in them, and they're disgusting. They're old. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're disgusting. And you plopped your ass on that toilet seat. No problem, huh? And you gonna walk out without washing your hands. Then it kills me when the people turn the water on, but they ain't doing shit, and then they turn it back off and walk out.
Why are you even playing games at that point? Just living
because they don't want to be judged, but they're too lazy to actually wash their hands.
But we can tell. So just live in it. Girl, I used to work with someone who would not wash their hands after boo-booing in the bathroom.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. Previous job. She was my supervisor. And you would already be in the bathroom. She would go in there, sit in the stall next to you, Miss Girl, no shame, drop a deuce. That's major disgusting. Deuce, and then get up, fix her hair in the mirror, and she out of there, boy. One time I realized it was her. I about gagged, and then we proceeded to be in a meeting immediately after, and she was eating a muffin. And I said,
doodle muffin. A doodle muffin is what she was eating.
I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, gross.
I'm disgusted.
Gross.
Anywho, let's move on. Too much boo-boo talk. Go.
Okay. Some people like boo-boo talk. Okay. Another thing I'm too old for, using slang. I'm not doing it. Cap. He capping. I'm not doing that. That's cap. That's cap.
That's not the slang for us. We still use slang, but
what
just
slang
not.
Are we using?
We use age appropriate slang.
Like what?
Girl, I don't know.
Rolling with the homies. What we saying? Oh yeah. What we saying?
I don't know.
I don't use slang. You tripping, yo. I'm not using slang.
Bitch, that's not slang. Stop
it. Using slang. What slang am I using?
Your moon rising.
I don't think I use any slang. And I'm too old for it. And I won't. I refuse. The stuff Pay be coming back saying, I'm just like, oh, for real? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. And that's cap, bro. That's cap.
It is. It is.
Okay. I told him next time we do a big facts, Chrissy, this for you. I told him next time we do a big facts, he will come on and give us another fact. And he said, okay. He said, I repeated one. I said, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You ain't been back since. Now, get it together.
And that's what she said in the Facebook group. She said, y'all keep getting on the Pay. He recycled one fact one time, and you never let him live it down.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll do it sometime soon.
Oh, and hey, T.O. Albert, I know you are now watching us, and you've become a big fan of ours. Hey.
Huge fan, major.
Okay, so the last one that I have, and this is sparked from this weekend. I am too old for not being my full self in front of people.
Okay.
trying to be someone that someone may like better or more palatable, or, you know, not saying or doing something in fear of offending someone else, not like offending, like, you know, something that's actually offensive, but you know, like, so for example,
give me an example.
Okay. I recently have become someone who's going to show up as myself and Black no matter where I am.
Oh, yeah.
That's number one. I don't care who I'm meeting up with. I'm not going to change to my professional voice. You're going to get how I talk. Mm-hmm. And if you don't like it, you don't have to. But this is who I am. Well, I've taken it a step further.
Oh, let's hear it. Step 2 in the plan.
So this weekend we were around mixed company, and some of the people were supposedly really religious.
Oh.
Guess what?
I'm still
First of all, you're not even my guest.
Okay.
So I'm going to show up exactly how I always show up.
Uh-huh.
Black, loud, cursing, and I got high, and if you don't want to be around me, you don't have to. Mm-hmm. That is totally fine.
This is my family house. This is me familia.
Mm-hmm. Hey, be clear. This is my daddy house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
this is my husband. Sister, auntie house.
What? Okay.
Do the lines. I hear you on that one. And I'm with you. 110%. Yeah, I don't think you should ever have to change who you are just to fit in. Because if you have to, that's probably not somewhere you need to be anyway.
I used to, though. I used to feel like I had to.
Now, if I'm at work and it's like a professional meeting or something, I could be professional, but I could still be Black too. I'm professional and Black. Two things can be true. Yes. So I'll still be myself, but I can be professional and I'm still my bubbly self at work, but I'm still giving very much Black. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I hear you. That's good.
Okay. Thank you.
Good note to self. Be yourself. Who cares what other people think?
Be yourself.
It reminds me of you. We talked about this several episodes ago, but it reminded me during Thanksgiving, we had gone to eat with Tracy's family, and his family's big on both sides. But we had gone to eat with one side of his family, and we hadn't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
And one of the aunts had asked about the podcast. I haven't listened to your podcast. I said, don't. There's no need. You're not going to like it. Why not? It's not for you, baby. I'm too old. A little bit.
You told her this?
I didn't say she was too old, but I said, do not listen. And I shouldn't say my Joyce. My Joyce was standing right there. Tracy's grandmother was standing right there listening. And I said, no. You don't need to listen because she's not going to like it. There's no need. What do you think we're talking about? The gospel? Because we ain't. No, there's no need. Because I don't want to hear your opinion on it either. Because then you ain't going to like what I got to say for real.
Right.
And that's just like one of Tracy's uncles on his other side of his family. When he was like, I don't know if you guys are doing this for the audience. I said, no, sweetie. That's how we talk. Regardless if people are listening or not. Mm-hmm. We cuss.
Sorry, boo-boo.
And Doris was like, what gave you the confidence to say that? I said, I really don't give a fuck what people think. That's just, it is what it is. What are you going to do? Whoop me? This is literally how I talk. I may tone it down when elders are present. Like, I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm not cursing around Tracy's grandma and stuff. But
this is on our own time. And you're choosing to opt in and listen.
Yes. So. And I don't need you to listen as like a courtesy listen. It's been, how long have we had this podcast? If you haven't listened yet, you're not that interested anyway. And it's not for you, baby. So, no need. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
Don't forget, before it just takes us out, that we've got a Patreon episode coming out on Friday. So check it out. Go ahead and become a member, gold member.
Yeah, we'll definitely post about it everywhere. But yeah, this is just a early heads up so you can get your coins in order. And there's a free 7-day free trial. So
yes, and we'll be doing different things on there. We took a poll on Facebook, so if you haven't contributed to that and you want us to talk about something specific, go ahead and add something to the poll or add your thoughts or DM us or whatever. But also we'll have dialogue once we get into Patreon and be able to, like, because we can do Q&As. Those are so easy. Like, how easy would it be? We can do lives. We'll play games. It'll be a lot more relaxed.
Loose. Yeah.
Loosey. This mouth.
Okay. Follow us on Instagram, Threads, TikTok at Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast. Find our Patreon at Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast and join it. Join our Facebook page, which is open to the public. It is Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast group. And like she said, we get in there and talk and do polls and laugh and blah, 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 blah. Subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can also watch our episodes as well as Spotify. Sis Let Me Tell You Podcast. And if you see something while you're scrolling on social media this week that you want us to cover, tag us in it, send it to us in a DM, get it to us however you can, and we'll look into it, bring it to the table. And before leaving whatever app you're on, either listening or viewing our show, give us a 5-star rating and leave us a glowing review.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
See ya
next time.
Bye.
Bye.